Stop losing free money. There are credit cards sitting in your wallet right now that look harmless, but they're quietly costing you hundreds or even thousands of dollars every single year. And here's the craziest part. Most people think no annual fee means no brainer. But while you're avoiding a $95 annual fee, you're actually losing hundreds more by earning just 1% back instead of 2 to 5% on every purchase. In this video, I reveal 7 of the best zero annual fee credit cards for 2025 and a simple 3-card combo that will cover almost every single purchase at 2% or high rewards without paying a cent in annual fees. Stick around because I'll show you exactly how this setup can put over $500 a year back in your pocket and where most people screw this up and miss out. Here's what most credit card videos get wrong. They just list random cards without actually showing how they actually work together. But the real secret to maximizing no annual fee cards isn't about just having the best single card, but it's about building what I call a zero fee trifecta. This is a 3-card system that covers every dollar that you spend. One 5% back card on your highest spend category, one broad 3% back card that covers multiple everyday categories, and one unlimited 2% catch-all card for everything else. When you get this right, you never should earn less than 2% on any purchase, ever. Let me put this in perspective. The average American spends around $1,506 on their credit card every single month. With a basic 1% card, that's just $180 back per year. But with our zero fee trifecta system, that same spending should get you anywhere between $360 to $900 annually. That's literally doubling or tripling your rewards without changing your spending habits. And the 7 cards that I'm about to show you are the building blocks for creating this perfect system. Let's start with the king of rotating categories, the Chase Freedom Flex. This card earns 5% back up to $1,500 in purchases each quarter on rotating categories. We're talking about categories like grocery stores, gas stations, Amazon, and restaurants. But here's what makes this card special. You're not just earning cash back, you're earning Chase Ultimate Reward points. If you were to pair this card with the Chase Sapphire card down the line, those points become way more valuable for travel. Right now, new card holders can earn $200 cash back after spending $500 in the first 3 months. That's a 40% return on your spending right out the gate. You also get 3% back year-round on dining and drugstores and 1% back on everything else. On top of the bonuses, this card usually also offers an introductory APR, which is great for those who need more time on purchases and balance transfers. Now, the math is simple. If you were to max out just 2 quarters per year at 5% back, that's $150 in rewards. Add in the welcome bonus and you're looking at around $350 in value in your first year alone. But here's something that most people miss about rotating categories. You have to activate your categories each quarter. Every quarter, you typically will get an email and all you gotta do is just press a button and this will automatically activate your bonus categories. I've seen people miss out on hundreds of dollars just because they forgot to click the button. Overall, I'm giving the Chase Freedom Flex a 9 out of 10. It loses 1 point because you actively have to remember to activate those categories every single quarter. But honestly, the combination of 5% rotating categories, the solid welcome bonus, and Chase's ecosystem make this one of the strongest no-fee cards available. If you can only get 1 card from the list, this would definitely be my top choice. Before moving on, if you'd like to support the channel, I do have a link down below that always gets updated for the best cards with no annual fee. Moving on to our second card, which will be the American Express Blue Cash Everyday card. This is an excellent grocery with no annual fee because you earn 3% back at US supermarkets, 3% at US gas stations, and 3% on online retail purchases, all with a $6,000 annual cap per category. The welcome offer is pretty solid as well. You get $200 statement credit after spending $2,000 in your first 6 months. But here's where the card gets even better. You get 0% intro APR on purchases and balance transfers for 15 months from the account opening. That's over a year of interest-free financing if you need it. So let's run the numbers. If you spend $500 monthly on groceries, that's $180 back every year just on food. Add in gas and online shopping, and you're easily looking at least $300 to $400 in annual rewards. But here's a bonus that most people don't know about. You get an $84 Disney bundle credit. That's $7 monthly when you subscribe to Disney Plus, Hulu, or ESPN Plus. If you're already paying for these services, that's basically free money. The Blue Cash Everyday also comes with purchase protection. This means that your covered purchases are protected against accidental damage and theft up to 90 days from purchase. So if you drop that new laptop or someone steals those headphones from your car, Amex got you. And if you ever need to file a claim, Amex is definitely one of the easiest to deal with. Overall, I'm giving the Blue Cash Everyday an 8 out of 10. It's a solid, reliable grocery card with great perks, but it doesn't quite reach the top tier because of the 3% categories. While useful, it isn't as broad as some other cards. Our third card is seriously underrated, which is the Wells Fargo Autograph. This might be the broadest earning card on the market. You get 3x on restaurants, travel, gas stations, transit, popular streaming services, and phone plans. That's 6 different 3x categories with no caps. The welcome bonus is 20,000 points when you spend $1,000 in the first 3 months. That's worth $200 in cash back. What I really like about this card is that how it covers those everyday categories that add up fast, such as your Netflix subscription, your Uber rides, your weekly gas fill-ups, all earning 3x. Plus you get cell phone protection up to $600 per claim with just a $25 deductible. That alone could save you hundreds if you ever drop your phone. And these aren't just cashback points, Wells Fargo has transfer partners too, so you can potentially get even more value if you decide to use your points for travel. On the topic of travel, this is one of the few cards on the list that has no foreign transaction fees, which is a must if you ever decide to travel outside the US. Overall, I'm giving the Wells Fargo autograph a 8.5 out of 10. This card is seriously underrated and it covers more everyday spending categories than almost any other no-fee card. The only reason why it's not a 9 is that Wells Fargo doesn't have the brand recognition of Chase or Amex, so people tend to sleep on it. But honestly, this might be the most well-rounded card on the list. But now I need to tell you about a card that's one of the best in the no annual fee space, which is the Capital One Saver card. The Capital One Saver is what I like to call a lifestyle card because it covers the categories where most people actually spend their money. You earn 3% cash back on dining, entertainment, popular streaming services, and grocery stores, plus 1% on everything else. The welcome offer is also strong. You get $200 cash back after spending $500 in the first 3 months. But here's what makes Capital One special. All of the cards have no foreign transaction fees. So whether you're buying groceries for home or grabbing dinner in Paris, you're earning the exact same great rate with no extra fees. And if you ever decide to get the Capital One Venture card later, you can actually convert your Saver cash back into miles for even more travel value. This way, you're not stuck with just cash in case if you decide to get into the points and miles game. You might be wondering, with all these 3% categories, how do you choose between the Savior or the autograph card? So if you're spending more on dining or entertainment, then go with the Savior. If you like to spend more on gas and travel, then go with the autograph card. So overall, I'm giving the Capital One Saver an 8 out of 10. It's a fantastic lifestyle spending card and it has no foreign transaction fees, which is a clutch. The flexibility to potentially convert your miles later is a nice bonus too, but it loses points because the categories are a bit more niche. Not everyone spends heavily on dining or entertainment, but if you do, this card is absolutely perfect for your spending patterns. The next card is probably the most unique no annual fee card in recent years, which is the Bilt MasterCard. You can pay rent with this card and earn points. Most landlords charge fees for credit card payments, but Bilt waives those fees, up to $100,000 worth of rent per year. You earn 1x points on rent, 3x points on dining, and 2x points on travel. But here's the thing, this card is built for traveling. In my opinion, they have the most valuable points. Bilt points, they transfer to 17 major airlines and 7 hotel partners at 1:1 ratios. Some of my favorite are Hyatt, Alaska Airlines, and United. I live in SoCal, and if you guys are familiar, rent is freaking expensive. I pay upwards of $4,000 a month on rent, so using this card, I earn roughly around 48,000 points per year. At a cash value, that's almost $500. But since I tend to use these on travel, I'm getting roughly around 2 cents per point. I can almost enjoy $1,000 on hotel stays. And this is just on rent, something that I would have to pay for anyways. But here's one rule that you need to know. You must make at least 5 transactions per statement period to keep your points. So you can't just use this for rent and just forget about it. Bilt also comes with premium benefits that you would normally see on cards with annual fees. Things like cell phone protection, no foreign transaction fees, and primary auto rental insurance. I must say though, if you do not rent, then other options on the list are much better for you. Overall, I'm giving the Bilt MasterCard a 7 out of 10. If you are a renter, this card absolutely makes sense. It easily could be a 9 or 10 for you. But since it requires renting to unlock its main value in the 5 transaction minimum rule, it's not universal enough to get a high rating. Still, the point transfer options are extremely valuable and those premium benefits at no annual fee are pretty good. Now we're coming to what might be the most flexible 5% card ever made, which is the Citi Custom Cash Card. This card automatically gives you 5% cash back on your highest eligible spend category each billing cycle, up to $500 in purchases. So whether you spend the most on restaurants, gas, groceries, or even Amazon, that category automatically earns you 5%. The beauty is that you don't have to pick the category or activate anything. This card does the work for you. So this would be a perfect card if you want to heavily focus on one category. So take groceries for example. Since households vary in size, if you're spending more than $500 a month on groceries, you can pair this card with the American Express Blue Cash Everyday card that I mentioned earlier. So you can use the customized cash card for 5% back up to the first $500. Then you could use the Amex as a backup for 3% back. New cardholders can also earn $200 cash back after spending $1,500 within the first 6 months. Here's a pro tip. Many people try to get multiple custom cash cards because they're so valuable. Now you can't apply for multiple directly, but you can product change from other Citi cards to get a second one. And just like the Chase Freedom Flex, you're earning Citi thank you points, not just cash back. So if you ever get the Citi Strata Premier card, these points become more valuable for travel. Overall, I'm giving the Citi Custom Cash a 9 out of 10. This is hands down the best 5% card ever made. It literally does the optimization work for you. The only reason why it's not a perfect 10 is that there is a $500 spending cap. For our final spot, I need to talk about two different cards because your choice depends on your specific situation. First up is the Wells Fargo Active Cash. This is actually my top pick for most people. You get a flat 2% cash back on everything with no caps or categories to track. The welcome bonus is $200 after spending $500 in 3 months, and you also get 0% intro APR for 12 months. But if the Active Cash doesn't fit your needs, here's another option. The Fidelity Rewards Card. This one also earns 2% back on everything, but the rewards automatically go into a Fidelity investment account. Plus, it has no foreign transaction fees, making it perfect for international travel. Any of these two will serve well as your catch-all card. Pick based on whether you want simplicity or automatic investing. For ratings, I'm gonna give the Wells Fargo Active Cash an 8 out of 10 and the Fidelity a 7.5 out of 10. The Active Cash gets an edge because it's straightforward cashback with a solid welcome bonus and intro APR. Fidelity loses half a point because the automatic investing feature isn't for everyone, but if you're already investing in Fidelity, it's actually pretty brilliant. Both are excellent 2% cards. You really can't go wrong with either. Now, here's how you put all of this together. So based on our ratings, here are the top combinations for your zero fee trifecta. Card 1, which gives you 5% back, could be the Chase Freedom Flex or the Citi Custom Cash for your highest spend category. Card 2 is a 3% cashback card, which can be the Wells Fargo Autograph or Capital One Savior for broad everyday categories. And your Card 3 is a 2% catch-all card, which is the Wells Fargo Active Cash or Fidelity Rewards for everything else. With this setup, you're earning at least 2% on every single purchase, 3% on most of your everyday spending, and 5% on your biggest expense category. Let's just say that you spend $3,000 per month across all categories. With this system, you can easily earn between $600 to $800 in rewards annually, and that's with zero annual fees. But remember, this only works if you pay your balances in full every month. Credit card interest rates average over 20%, which can wipe out any rewards that you earn. But here's something that I didn't tell you at the beginning of this video. While these 7 cards created an amazing foundation, there are some hidden gems out there that most people completely overlook. Cards that could even add more value to your wallet without any annual fees. Want to discover which underrated cards deserve a spot in your strategy? Click on this video right here where I reveal 5 underrated credit cards that you need to apply for. I'll show you the cards that fly under the radar but deliver serious value that most credit card videos never mention. I'll see you over there.